Hello everyone, it's Mike from Downtown Comics, and I am back. I am sorry that we had to miss a week. I was away. Hopefully, if you watched the whole video last week, I mentioned it at the end because I totally spaced it. But I am back, and we're going to talk about all the new comics and covers releasing the week of September 24th, 2025. And I hope you're ready because it is a big week. So I missed some good stuff last week. I didn't even get to read Batman Deadpool. Can you believe it? I'm a comic shop owner. I should be able to read this stuff, but it sold out before I got back. Anywho, downtowncomics.com is the place to go to see all the comics and covers. Hopefully you did that last week when you didn't see a video. And then liking, sharing, and subscribing is super appreciated. So I'm glad you're still here. Glad you're still watching. Let's get going. We'll start with Independence. There's quite a bit of those. All right, well, in IPs coming back, we have The Phantom is back for a new round. So that should be fun. We have Hyde Street. That is number 9. And it seems like if there's a Hyde Street, there's a Hornsby and Halo also coming out. Conan has a new miniseries called Scourge of the Serpent. Oops, let me get that. Different covers here for this one. That's shiny. All right, we have a new Void Rivals. And I really enjoyed issue number 1. We'll see what issue number 2 pertains. The Escape number 2 is out. News from the Fallout is on issue 3. And a brand new one from Image called Viking Moon. So I see a Viking and I see a werewolf. So nothing else necessary. Cover says it all sometimes. Gehenna, if I'm pronouncing that correct, hits issue number 4. That is upside down. And what is that? Oh my gosh, that's hidden there. I'm going to move that over there. You don't get to see that yet. I'm going to move it back. Here we go. All right. Master of the Universe is back with a brand new comic. There you go. So they're not crossing over with anyone. Just a good old Master of the Universe. Sleep. And, we got a big brand new Star Trek series, which I believe is Captain Kirk is back. There you go. He's on one of the covers. So yeah, if you want to see the future adventures of Captain Kirk, who I think got brought back to life in the novels or something. Not really sure, but anyway, sounds like fun. I'm a Star Trek fan. Also an IP back, The Twilight Zone is getting a new comic. I mean, that's been since the 90s, I think, since there's been a Twilight Zone comic. Mark Spear's Monsters hits issue number 7. Yes, 7 with various covers. Our Black Ritual Book of Nyx is on issue number 5. And all right, so Robert Kirkman is back with a brand new book, so take heed. This is called Skinbreaker. Looks like a fantasy Conan-esque type series. I guess we'll find out. David Finch is the artist, so good writer, good artist. So we'll see. That is they're calling the Treasury edition of number 1, if you want that. The regular versions are right here. With, again, there's a ton of covers and variants and such. All right, we have Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees Rite of Spring. So that new one is out. Here we go. The Invisible Man is on issue 2. The current Space Ghost run. And number 2 of the third meeting between Power Rangers and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So issue 2 of that. We already did Skinbreaker. And let's see. We've got Vampirella, Halloween Horror. I think that's a one-shot. And then we'll end our Independence with a pile. So here we go. Pale Night hits number 5. Lazarus Fallen. Another IP you probably didn't know. Street Sharks is now back into comics. I think there's 2 covers there. Let me get that second cover. Doink. There we go. All right. Street Sharks. I vaguely recall that. And I'm old. Win, The Power of Blood. Archie versus Minor Threats. Quick Stops, number 2 of the current series. I, Tyrant. The Monster High World Scare, number 2. I totally enjoyed the first miniseries of Orphan and the Five Beasts. Art is fantastic, And if you're into kung fu movies and stuff like that, great stuff. So highly recommend. We'll see what the sequel brings, but that's number 1. Monstrous. Something called The Fourth Rope. I guess this looks wrestling-ish. Far Down Below. And then we have a reprint of Battle Beast number 1. This is the 5th printing of Battle Beast number 1. G.I. Joe 9 gets a 2nd print. And then we have a new one from AMP Comics called Stake Presents Jessamy. I don't know. And then, of course, this was another cover for Phantom. Sorry, that should have been the other pile. And then Hero Bear and the Kid is coming back. Always a fan favorite of mine back in the day when I had kids. Or, I mean, I still have kids, but, you know, they're a little bit older now. But yes, this was a great comic. So, very Calvin and Hobbesian. Okay, let's move right on to Marvel then. Marvel, we'll start with Emma Frost. She's on number 4. We've got 2 Black, White, and Bloods this week. Yes, we do. I just looked at the other table. Venom is the first one. Our reprints of the Uncannies and the Burn Era continue with 139. That is reprinted. Jeff the Land Shark is on number 4 of, I guess, its ongoing series. Black Cat, the new one, hits number 2. And Spider-Gwen, number 2 of the new one of that. We'll go over to this table and see Death of the Silver Surfer. And that is number 4. Ultimate Spider-Man hits number 21. Dr. Aphra. Spider-Man and Wolverine, that miniseries. And our second Black, White, and Blood is Predator-based. And then spinning off into their own book, Ultimate Hawkeye gets their own series. Got a shiny one there. Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe hits number 2. With a bunch of different covers. That's kind of cool. There should be a toy of that. Storm. Vision and the Scarlet Witch. Our new The Mortal Thor. That book hits number 2. It's a cool cover. Thing hits number 5. Spider-Girl. Regular Old X-Men hits 22, and it looks like Revelation. So if you're going to read the upcoming big event, you're probably going to want to pick this book up. But you probably are already. But just in case, maybe you don't read X-Men, pick that up, though. Daredevil hits 25. And I don't know what this is yet. Is it a new contest to chance? I don't know. Battle World. So is the Beyonder back? I don't know. I'll have to read it. But that is new. So, looks like a all-out slugfest. And I think that's it for Marvel. Yes, that is it for Marvel. All right, so they got a good week, and DC has a big week as well. We'll start with Mr. Terrific Year 1, number 5. Superman Unlimited. And if you're a Mark Spears fan, he's doing a bunch of themed covers, kind of like Alex Ross does with Marvel. We also have regular Superman. A lot of good covers there. Wonder Woman. They're doing some Halloween theme covers also for October at various DC books. So look out for those. Let's see. Prelude to DC KO. So that's another big event coming for DC. So Justice League Unlimited. Probably want to pick that up maybe if you're interested in the big battle. Yeah, we'll go ahead. No, let's go down here. Those are reprints. All right. You saw it earlier, Absolute Wonder Woman. That's our new Absolute for this week. That's cool covers. The new history of the DC Universe. We're getting into the modern era, it looks like. And that's number 3 of this miniseries. I don't know how he draws all those people. I didn't know how George Perez did it. That is shiny. That's kind of cool. And I don't know how that artist does it. I don't remember his name offhand. Green Lantern is new at 27. Then we have at 28, Green Arrow. And then at 25, Flash. All right. Then we have Catwoman. I mean, hard to believe Catwoman is the one that's gone almost 80 issues now. Harley Quinn. And we're going to wrap up the DC versus Vampires World War V. I think this is number 12. Yep, so this is the last issue of this current story. Detective Comics 1101. That's how high the numbering is. Immortal Legend Batman was a hit out of the gate. So here's issue 2. And then we'll end DC with some new reprints. So Absolute Martial Manhunter, that is a 3rd printing, it looks like. We've got Absolute Superman, 6th printing for number 1, and Absolute Superman number 4. Oh, this is a 2nd printing. All right. Okay. Cool. Well, yeah. Huge week coming to the end of the month. So lots of Marvel, lots of DC, lots of cool independents, lots of new IPs, lots of new titles. Skinbreaker. We'll see how that goes for Mr. Robert Kirkman. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. You have a great day. Glad to be back. We're going to have a bunch of videos this week, so get ready. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.